All right, guys, Ken Smith, Total Force Holdings. We've discussed eyes and ears, and now we're going to discuss gloves. Now, I'm not a big fan of wearing gloves, but there have been times when they have been very, 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 very beneficial to have. So I've got two different pairs that I use. All right, one of them, I need to find them. I bought those because they worked on the range, but they were primarily for protecting my knuckles when I was bouncing. So yeah, really hard knuckle and soft knuckle. These are soft knuckle. These are from 511, and I actually found these on the range. Somebody lost them. I asked around for several hours. No one claimed them, so they became mine. All right, a couple things here. First off, nowadays with a lot of your modern shooting type gloves, you have the dexterity to really work triggers and work keypads on comms like that. All right, but back in the day, you really didn't. So this is just an old habit, cutting off the trigger finger. All right, yeah, you don't need to do that with some of the modern offerings. It's just habit for me, so I went ahead and did it. All right, you've got a fleece pad on these. A lot of your good stuff, that's for wiping your lenses on, right? Because you're going to sweat if you're out there getting some on the range and you're getting hardcore with it. All right, but this is going to do for you more than anything is if you're shooting a lot, and I mean a lot, that weapon's going to get really, 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 really warm. All right, and it can cause you to get burned, and it's just not fun. All right, now that takes quite a bit of doing, but it can happen. It has happened. If you're in the military and you're running some form of crew serve weapon, the thermal protection off stuff like that, when you go to change barrels, big plus, big plus. I don't have crew serve weapons. I wish I did. I don't think I have enough actual friends to fully maintain a crew serve weapon. But nonetheless, all right, if you're dealing with something hot, you've got that. If you're entering in certain types of competitions where obstacle type races and shooting, such as the tactical games, are integrated with each other, those can give you that kind of glove can give you a little bit more traction to climb over some of those obstacles and barriers, right? Another thing you may have to worry about if you're more on the law enforcement side is you can get them with a liner in them to provide you some protection, because you may end up taking someone into custody and thus searching them incident to detention and or arrest, and you don't want to get stuck with whatever they might have in their pockets. So you can find gloves with that kind of lining in there. That is extremely important. But there again, gloves, do you really need them? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not going to say you'll never need them, but I personally don't like them very often. Another thing, I still use old school quad rails. Those things will cut you to shreds if you're not careful, especially when your hands start slipping, so they're good for that as well. You know where to find my socials. Y'all stay safe.